Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another, just calling it a craft with me. I had mentioned in a previous video that I was going to be doing some work with Daisy Isaacs Digital's, that's Shabby, French Cottage Shabby shop on Etsy. Actually, I don't think she's on Etsy anymore. I will link everything below. I'm also going to check with her about discount codes. I am creating, I purchased the kits from her, so I'm not technically a design team person, but I do want to honor her business and give her a shout out, as well as show some of her beautiful, most recent work. So I had mentioned that I was going to do a CD envelope flip floppy thing. The video was terrible. So I'm going to show you what I made, and we're going to make something completely different. So let me just move some of these things out of the way. So this is what it does. It flips out, it flips and flops out like this. Okay. But I had trouble with my, I wanted to put a whale tail tab on top of, or on the top of the journal cards. I wasn't able to do that because everything is folding into itself. So it was a challenge. I want to try this again though, because I think it would be really cool. But these are some of the beautiful images. These are from her Teal Act 1 and Act 2 kit, as well as pastel solids, which the solid ones is what I used there, and they come in various pastel colors, as well as this really beautiful bright teal. And then these are all the images in the Act 1 and Act 2 of the teal kit. Look at this beautiful girl. So let me flip it over so you can see the other side. So over here we have more roses here, the little bird, and then the bunny. So yeah, and then this paper that I went around it was from her Shabby Chic Act 2, and it's just one of the background papers. So, but I'll probably give this another try. I'm not in a great space currently, so I have had the weekend to create, and I've pretty much bombed everything I've touched. So it's been rough. It's a hard season for me. So without going into personal information, it's just not, it's a grieving season. So I thought we would shift gears and we would do just these little booklets. These are tags from her kit, and I just put a bunch of paper in here. And I printed, this is actually the background paper from the Beautiful Birds kit from Heather over at Ruby and Pearl. My goodness. So I did this one off camera. I folded the papers in half that are inside. We're going to do that together, and I just stitched across the top. So I do need to pull my machine over. I forgot to do that, so just give me a second. I just have to roll it over here by me, and then I'm ready to go. So there we go. So I just thought this would be a nice, easy project to do. So I'll probably put an eyelet in the top of that one, but this is going to be my sample, so I'm going to put that in my reference journal. So we'll put that aside. So we're going to do this one, which is this little duck cute postcard. So what I did is I printed each of the images twice, so that I would have a front cover and a back cover, and then I printed a bunch of her papers, the pastel solids, and I backed them with the Beautiful Birds background paper from Ruby and Pearl. So and then we're going to do a stitching across the top. I did create a little bit of a tab that we'll put on the top, and then we'll use that as a stitch line for attaching our pages on the inside. And then this is another one you saw probably in that project. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I think this is one of her daughters. She's an amazing artist, Daisy. She does watercolor. She does a lot of different kinds of mediums. So really, really beautiful stuff. And I hope that you guys will check her out. She's the bomb. Like, her stuff is all really, really... I mean, she does do some bright stuff, like her Christmas stuff was beautiful, but she tends towards this really soft, these soft colors. So this paper also, again, the tab that we're creating is from the same paper. What did I do with the sticky note? I can't keep track of my own hands here. The Shabby Chic Act 2. And then the third one is these beautiful roses. And so, yeah. And then these were designed as an Easter kit, but my sentiment behind the things that I chose are about what Easter means to me in terms of new life, resurrection, promise, hope, all of that, which rolls right into kind of living your best life, be a voice, not an echo. I love that quote so much. I might do a mixed media piece and use that quote. Just that concept of, you know, there's a lot of noise in the world right now, a lot of noise, and we have a choice about whether or not we're going to be a voice of truth or we're going to add to the echo of whatever it is that's going on. The hatred, the defeatism, all of that stuff. So we get to choose that. So I love that quote. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got some trims. I found this in my cupboard. I thought I had a white one, but I cannot find it. But this is the perfect color. So we'll use this. Sorry about that focus. We'll use this to decorate. And then I've also got some pretty pink ribbon to do a little bit, and then this beautiful kind of cream color. So let's get going. So let's start with this one since we're right here. I already cut all the papers down. Again, I'm having a difficult time, so I needed to give myself, oh, that's too wide. I needed to give myself a little bit of a boost. So see how that's exactly the width. You want it to be a little bit smaller, shorter, narrower. I'm going to trim that really quick. Sorry about that, guys. Here I thought I was doing so well. I'm not going to ink all the papers up because that would take forever and a day, but I am going to go ahead and take a moment and ink these pieces, including my tab, which I just used my corner rounder to round those to make it look a little bit funner. So, well, I was talking a lot in the other video for the CD project, but again, I ditched that. But Easter, I love Easter. It means everything to me. It is why I live, why I exist, why I survived, and all of that. So, but Easter's a hard season for me, just in terms of trauma from many years ago. Rolling into April and some hard dates in April. So so I try to push into it and sit with it and create, even though it's difficult. And I think that's important. It's an important choice to make. We can't always do that, and we need to give ourselves grace when we can't. But when we can, I think it's a really beautiful thing to kind of reframe some things, and using this beautiful paper is definitely doing that for me. Just that it's very peaceful, it's very soft, it's beautiful, it's hand created by a beautiful person, and so that really is really meaningful to me. That's not saying that you have to push through when things are hard and do things that, you know, when you maybe should be resting or doing something else good for yourself. So I am inking the inside edges here a little bit, just in case those show. So let's just go ahead and ink this sentiment as well. We're not going to be ready for that for a bit, and I honestly couldn't tell you where I got the sentiment because they're all together, tossed in a drawer. So okay, so let's get that out of the way for the moment. So now we're just going to take this and we're going to, I'm going to put this on the top, and I don't want the paper to go all the way to the top, right? So I want it to go, I kind of was thinking about there, and so then I'm going to put the back piece on, making sure it's going the same direction, like so. Just scooch that over a little bit. We're not even, Steven. So what one could do, so just because I'm not very sharp today, I am going to go ahead and paper clip this a couple of different times just to keep everything in place. So I'm going to put that there, and now I know that that is good. And then we can put this on top and not worry about those papers shifting underneath. I actually could now slide these paper clips out because we've got it secure, and then just refasten them. There we go, since I got my hands on it. Okay. And so now we've got this opening here at the top, and we've got the papers folded. I apologize, I just cut a long strip. Sorry for that focus. A long strip, and as you saw, I did have to make that narrower, and I just folded all the papers in half. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. It's too wide. No, it's not. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. Okay, oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Love, love, love that. Okay, I'm going to go up a little bit higher. Now, what I do want to do is, this is different than the other one that I did. So I am going to get this in place. Okay, and I'm just going about a 1/2 inch up from here. I hope you guys can see that. See that edge? I'm just going about a 1/2 inch approximately. I'm going to slide that back over. And then I'm going to put some glue in here because I don't want that to shift, and I'm not going to sew over that part, so we should be okay. So I'm just going to put a bunch of Fabri-Tac in here. Oh, we are going to be sewing over this, so I'll have to wait to do the sewing. Maybe we'll do all the sewing at the same time because I just realized I put glue on that, and it's going to come down here where I'm going to sew. So you do want to be careful when doing that. You don't want to get your needle all sticky. So we're just going to put that in there. I've never had really any trouble with it. I'm just going to fudge that over a little bit, make sure it's nice and straight. Beautiful. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And so you can see where our top of our fold is of the paper. So I'm going to make a mark that I'm going to sew just above this line. So about right there, okay? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just risk it and go ahead and sew that. I'll be right back. Okay, my machine did not like that at all. I'll tell you why. It looks great, but I wasn't able to do a back stitch because I think I've got a lot more paper in there than I did on the prototype. But isn't that beautiful? It's not super straight, but it will work just fine. So we're going to take that off, and we should be all secure in there. And so then you can kind of fold this up to kind of make it open a little bit. Okay, like that. And then you've got your little writing space. So it will probably take a paper or two out of that other one. Or maybe it's just because it was too close to the fold line. I think that might be the problem. So we'll play around with that. I might not sew them all on camera, but I had to turn the machine off and on because it got stuck. Okay, without further ado, let's do something decorative with this thing. I actually almost want to put it up here because it's so beautiful. Even though it would be covering up that paper, I think that would be all right. Put some tape on here. Isn't this so gorgeous? Oh my goodness, look at that. I think we need to put that there. I do. Let's do it. So I'm just going to kind of aim with my Fabri-Tac to the middle because there's a middle sewn strip on that trim that's going to fit perfect there. I'm only going to put it on the front. I'm not going to do it on the back. Okay, I'm just going to set that down. Okay, boom. Oh, so pretty. Yeah. This stuff is really hard to get even though because it's so frilly. So we're gonna try though. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Sorry, I'm a little off camera. I'm kind of have to push it up against my body a little bit there. Okay, beautiful, beautiful trim. Oh my goodness, gorgeousness. Turn that over so I can get a better angle, and we'll just do the best we can here. Perfecto. Oh, that one took off a little bit more of the frou-frou-ness there, but Oh, we can stretch it out a little bit. Perfect. It's still wet. Awesome. Okay, and so we've got a word. We've got our word, which is be a voice, not an echo. So do we want something else down here? I don't know if it would be too much to put more over here. I kind of would like to have this quote kind of sandwiched in there. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So I'm going to kind of try to open this up a little bit so I'm ready. I'm going to put some Fabri-Tac on the back of this. Sorry about the focus, guys. It's just nothing that I can control. I'm still working on finding another webcam that doesn't do that. So, okay, so I'm just going to try to get this spread out again. It's tricky. Come on, Cara-Renee. Actually, I think if we just plop it in there, we can pull those frilly bits out. Oh, this is harder than it looks. Okay. Fussy fingers. Fussy fingers. Just like that is what I'm looking for. Make sure that it's on that center area as best I can. Oh, that's so pretty. Love it. And it came to just about the right spot on this side. I think I might have to pull it over just a bit. I'm just going to even that up there. I'm going to see if I can scooch it down just a bit. Oh, it's very stuck. Probably because of the kind of material it is. It's very adhering very, very well. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and turn this and cut that, trim that down as well. Trying to keep those ruffles out of the way. I'm cutting right to the edge of the quote. Sweet. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So pretty. And we can put that right down here. I love it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Don't you love it when you find things that just fit the bill? Okay, there we go. So I will tell you, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get all of the things in this month in March that I had planned. So I really need to do a Sunday's Art of Truth because my heart needs to do that. I really, really want to do the Watercolor 101, episode 3, but we'll have to see if that's going to work out. So there we go. I love that so much. So that is our first one. Beautimous. Okay, let's move on to the second one. Let's do the sideways one. I'm curious how this one's going to work out. Very curious. Okay, so I think we need to take some paper out though, because I think this is too thick. So I'm actually going to take out 2 papers. Let's see if I can find another pink one to remove. I really don't want to have to do that, but it still leaves quite a bit, because even with 4, that means you've got 4, 2, 4, so you've got 4 times 2, so you've got 8. You've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you've got 8 different sides. So let me go ahead and ink this up really quick. As you can see, I forgot to put some paper on the back of this, which is weird. Thought I did that. So I'm just going to do a little stenciling just to take the starkness away from that background. Very, very subtle. I like it. More up here. Easy peasy. Okay, just finish inking the sides of this. Now, the other thing that we could do is add these papers back in and remove the fold. So I think the fold is part of the problem. So let me try this really quick. I'm going to make this one the other fabric. I'm thinking I might do that. That might solve our problem, just to make that not so bulky, because they're all, it's like double. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that. We're gonna try it on this one. Okay, I think that might be good. We'll see how that goes. It might still be double. I don't know, because my brain's not working. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back of this. I think I want it to attach here on the this end of it, not the duck end. Anything that's hanging over too much, we can trim that off, because it looks like some of the layers are hanging over. Not a problem. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Slide my paper clip in there like so, and I'm about the same spot, so that's perfect. And then we've got it going this way, so I think I want to turn my duck around, so go like that and like that. Okay, and I'm going to remove that paper clip, because now we're secure. Okay, and then let's see if we can run this through the machine. I'm going to give this a really good press. Maybe I can burnish this a little bit flatter, press that paper down. Okay, like that. So we still have our tab to do. Got waylaid here. And this one I just cut a tag shape. I used my one of my gift card templates to cut the tag shape. Okay, so now we're going to put this on here, and we're going to go, oh, we've got a problem there though, because that's not, I cut this down, so doggone it, we are going to have a problem. So I think what I'll do is I'll just nip those corners off, because I want this to come down a little bit further. Actually, where is our, oh, the paper lines, what? So confused. Yeah, we wanted it there, so our paper line is coming down a good 1/4 of an inch, so I have to be thinking about that. So I'm going to hold this up here so that I can line that up. I think we'll be okay if I line up my stitching to the corner of this tag shape. So I'm going to go like that, okay, and then I'm going to get that straightened out. I'm going to get a big paper clip here so I can trim this really quick before I run it through the machine. Hopefully I can do that without too much trouble. Should be okay. Yeah, beautiful. Improvisation. I don't have this happen very often, where a video is just so terrible that I just cannot in good conscience post it, but oh my goodness, it was one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my sewing. Oh, we need to glue it. I need to glue it. No, we don't. We're not going to glue it this time. But how do I keep it secure? Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and glue it. Let's just do it. Just go kind of thin and maybe rub it out with my finger so I don't get too much glue all in one place where I'm wanting to stitch. There we go. Okay. Oh man, just moved. Come on. Come on, sister. Move that over. Thank goodness for Fabri-Tac. We can move things and adjust and such. Okay. That's good. Okay. So let's go ahead and stitch this one. I'll be right back. Machine really doesn't like that paper. Does not like that paper thickness, but that's okay. It is attached and it is good. So there we go. So we've got our booklet that opens this way. We can fold this top cover up to get a crease there. Beautiful, love it. Okay, so now to decorate this one. Don't really want to take away, oh, we're going this way. I need to be thinking about that. What do we want to do? I think I'll use a piece of this. I used a piece earlier and I loved how it frayed. It just was I was able to pull it and distress it a little bit with the other piece that I was using of it. So like I just did that and it just tore so beautifully. So it's kind of tattered-ish. And I think we'll put our word right here. And where is our word? Where's our word for this one? Not sure what I did with it. Did it fall on the floor? Nope. Okay, well, I don't even know which one I chose. So let me reach and see if I can find another one that will work. Okay, happiness is homemade. That will work like a charm. This one's a little bit simpler. I'm wondering if I want to try a little bit more of this. It's a little bit of a different color for that one, so I think I will skip that and we'll just go with this kind of white beautiful lace. So I'm going to put that down here across this rose. Beautiful, simple, very simple. And happiness is homemade. And we just have one more, guys. I might put these in Happy Mail for the drawings for March. We'll see. Just gonna put that right about there, and voila. So I think I will put I'll put an eyelet on all of these, and I'll put some sari silk through them or seam binding to make them look pretty. But that's our little book. So pretty. So we got one more. Divine timing. I love that so much. I'm going to ink these pieces up and I'll be right back. I think on this one I'm going to grab my long arm stapler and I'm going to just staple this together, and then I'm going to glue it in between the papers. I'm not going to put my sewing machine through more, but I need to find that. And I'm not sure where I stashed my long arm stapler because it's hard to stash because it's so big and odd. Oh, I think it's right. Nope, it's not there. Okay, I will have to find that. So give me just a quick moment. Okay, I got it. Where would a long arm stapler be other than under a very wide shelf? So it's really great though. I'll try to remember to link it, but it's very affordable. I got it on Amazon and it works great for this kind of thing where you need to get a deep staple. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to paper clip just to hold everything else in place. Boom. And then I like to ink, I like to ink this line so that I can see it when I get it under the stapler, under the arm. So I'm going to move some stuff here. And I'm going to, I always struggle a little bit. I'm just going to do 2 staples here. I have to look and see. I always forget how far in that is. It's not very far, so just taking another evaluation there to see where I need to be on my line. I know you guys can't see this, so trust me. Okay, it's not perfect. Oh, that was perfect. Wowza. Wowza, that could not even be better. I'm just kind of estimating from this edge as well. Sweet, both of them were perfect. Look at that. That never happens. Something's working out here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give that a press. So now those pages are attached to each other. So now we can just glue them into this because I don't want to put my sewing machine through that again. That was tough. And I don't want to buy a new sewing machine, so I want to treat her well. So I'm going to go again about there. Okay. I'm going to put the other one on top. Now that the papers are together, I don't feel as concerned about things shifting while I try to adjust the covers. So there we go. Just making sure it's even-ish. Okay. Well, I guess we could just glue now, can't we? Need to think this through though. How does that actually going to work? So I don't know how strong that's going to be if I do that. That might not have been a good move. I might have to put it through the sewing machine after all. I mean, it's not all that thick, so I'm not sure why my machine is having such trouble other than it's an old machine. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm going to just take the plunge here. Okay. So give that a good press there. See, I'm going to have to avoid those staples, so I'm going to have to come down. I'll have to get my topper on first before I can really evaluate the distance. So same thing, I just made the tag shape at the top. Easy peasy. I don't know if there's like a setting on my machine that would allow me to do this better, but I don't know. I can do basic things on the machine, not complex things. So this one comes up higher, so I'm actually going to adjust that because I don't want it to cover too much of her hat. So I'm going to come up a little bit more with the booklet, which means I'll probably trim some off the bottom. I might trim some off the bottom and bring that up there a little bit closer to the top, like so. Get my topper on there. Right, we're still losing our hat. Doggone it. Okay, well, that's what we got. We got what we got. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. I'm going to do some, and I don't know if it's the glue that's causing the problem. Could be. So I might wait to sew this until I'm off camera. We'll see. Feeling nervous now. Feeling nervous. I could be using a different kind of glue probably. That would be better. But we're just going to keep on trucking. Okay. There we go. I sure do love this though. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm going to stick that there. Okay, we're going to go for the machine one more time. Well, it worked. The problem is I can't do a back stitch. This machine won't let me do a back stitch, so these are going to be open, and I'm not going to try to tie them, so I'll probably put a little bit of Fabri-Tac or something there to secure those, or maybe we'll put some trim over it, and then we can secure it now. So let's secure those end strings now with a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Okay. Never had to do this before. Hoping it's going to be okay. A little bit on this edge too. See those wonky stitches? I'll hold this up so you can see what I'm doing here. Yikesies. So it's very struggled. It's struggled. I can identify. Okay, so I feel like with this, I want to get something that can cover that up. So I'm going to reach for some white or cream lace here, just a thin lace. Or what about this pink? This pink daisy stuff. This would be pretty. Oh yeah, it would just cover that stitching up. Let's do that. Boom. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I say. things don't always go the way that we think they should. So we have to be willing to embrace that reality and then move on, like so. So I'm just going to trim those off. I'm going to leave that little bit. I'm just going to cut at the corner of that flower. I can. There we go. And the same with this side. Sorry, this is again up against my body. There we go. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love that. I almost want to put my word up here on this one, except I wanted it to be on that pink lace. So what do we think? I think I'll put it down here. We'll leave that top because, oh, we're going to put an eyelet there. But I will do that off camera, guys, and I'll come back to you, or you'll be able to see all that in the pictures at the end. And then I think I'm going to go lay down and take a nap, and maybe that will reset me. I think I'm going to put one of those little daisies on either side of this word, just for fun. Little additional accent. Boom. Let's do it. Moving that word over just to, oh, that was the wrong side of that. Goodness gracious, was it? No? Guess it wasn't. This is the underside. I love that. I love that a lot. So here's your, raw and authentic video. Not one of my best experiences, but you know what I say about showing up. Show up even when you're broken. Show up even when you want to cry. Show up even though you're not at your best. Show up even if you make mistakes. Show up if you blather and are nonsensical. So that's my advice to you today. So I will again put eyelets in the top of these, and you'll be able to see those in the photos at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope that you'll hop on over and check out Daisy Isaac French Cottage Shabby shop, and I'll put all the links and information in the description box. Thanks. Bye-bye.